All right, so here we have a beautiful example of the Mfj Deluxe VersaTuner 2. They've been making these a long, long time. This one is not that old, actually. They used to look a little bit different. This one has a nice cross needle meter there, as you can see, and it ranges up to 300 watts, I believe. That's right, yeah, so 30 watts for low power, 300 for high. And here's all the different selections. You have a balanced line on the back panel there, dummy load position. So this may have a built-in dummy load. I'm going to check that out and see if that's the case. It does have a lamp. Now this one, all these require 12 volt or 13.8 volt DC power connector on the back. I don't have an extra one. I just have the one I have for my own meter. I want to show you that the light is working fine. It's not a requirement to use the meter, but you know, if it's in a dark place, you know, it definitely helps, as you can see. And I like that nice bulb look, nice illuminated thing. I usually have mine on. So this thing has two coax connectors that you can connect two different antennas to. Also the wire antenna. So technically you could have three different antennas connected to this, which is a pretty handy device, eliminating the need for an external coax switch. So very handy. You've got your transmitter tuner, the antenna tuner, capacitors, and then here's your inductive tuning here with the letters. And the manuals can be found online from MFJ. It's a very common manual for this one. Very easy to use. So I just wanted to show you the difference. There's two ways that you can use this meter. Actually, well, probably a few ways, but the most common way is there's two ways to read the meter, I should say. There's a standard mode of actual forward power, and then you have your peak power. By pressing this button in, it'll read peak power. And notice that it jumped up there just because it got excited. It will go all the way down to zero eventually. So go back to non-peak power. And so on non-peak power, I'll show you here. I've got another meter in line there, my Swan meter. And so I'm going to go, I've got it into a dummy load here, so I'm going to do a quick test. Audio testing. So you can see it bumped up there to 100 watts. Just passed, which is pretty standard for sideband with the radio I've got it connected to. And so to verify, there you go, over 100 watts on my old Swan meter also. So that's for standard output power. But you know, as you're talking along, hello, testing, test 1, 2, you see it doesn't really go up there and stay, so you don't really know, you know, how much power am I putting out here in sideband? Well, there's a way to know. You press the peak power button. Then as you start talking, test, hello, audio. So you can see, oh yeah, if you're a little slow at reading, testing, audio, hello. So you can see it's a little higher. It'll still whistle up there if you want to, but see the long sustain there, and it's a slower drop. So it really helps you to see, you know, on sideband in any way, how much power you're actually putting out rather than just guessing, and that's always a good thing. So that's the layman's form of how this thing works. Maybe not exactly how it's said in the manual, but it's my understanding of this nice little tuner. I've always liked these. Some people don't like MFJ. You know, like anything else, things can break, but I have found these always to be a good tuner. Rarely I've had one fail on me. I have had friends that have had the meter go out and stuff like that, but in any case, nice little tuner, the MFJ Deluxe VersaTuner 2 model 949E.